everybody, you've got troubles of your own. But let me tell you, mister, of the sorrow I have known. I had an old grey cat that I couldn't bear to keep. He spent the nights a-howling and he wouldn't let me sleep. So I put him in a box and I tied it up quite well. I had some fellows help me and I paid them not to tell. They put it on a boxcar on the westbound 710. The train rolled away and was never seen again. But the cat came back the very next day. Yes, the cat came back and he wouldn't stay away. Meow, kitty, meow, so pretty. Meow, such a pity, but the cat came back. So I took him to the harbor and I put him on a ship. I bid him bon voyage for that oceanic trip. The captain was obliging and glad to help us out. They tied him to the anchor so that there would be no doubt. Well, we heard the sad report of that mighty storm at sea, and though it may sound heartless, I was happy as could be. The paper said the ship went down beneath a heavy gale, and not a single soul was left to tell the awful tale. But the cat came back the very next day. Yes, the cat came back and he wouldn't stay away. Meow, kitty, meow, so pretty. Meow, such a pity, but the cat came back. So I gave him to some scientist destined for the moon. The cat was used for ballast in an outer space balloon. I guess you know what happened, that balloon is up there still. But early that next morning, guess what came across the hill? Now everyone in town is sworn to shoot that cat on sight. With that crazy cat around, you couldn't sleep at night. They even formed a posse just to hunt that critter down. You could hear the guns a-blazing as they ran him out of town. But the cat came back the very next day. Yes, the cat came back and he wouldn't stay away. Meow, kitty, meow, so pretty. Meow, such a pity, but the cat came back. Here's the moral to my story when looking for a friend. If you get an old grey cat, he's yours until the end. You'll never drive him off, no matter what you do. Just bear in mind this dreadful tale that I have told to you. For the cat came back the very next day. Yes, the cat came back and he wouldn't stay away. Meow, kitty, meow, so pretty. Meow, such a pity, but the cat came back. The shady side of Sunny Mountain, that's the place it all began. There once lived the fairest maiden, and her name was Julieanne. Julie's beau was tall and handsome, just a poor boy with treasures few. Still he promised rings of silver, for to prove his love was true. Have you seen her in the moonlight? Silver rings upon her hand. Now she wears a crown of sorrow, and her name is Julieanne. Wake me early in the morning, hear the birds begin to sing. I'll get silver from the mountain, and I'll fashion ye a ring. I'll be roaming across the mountains when the fields are damp with dew. But instead he went a-rambling and a-courtin' Jenny Lou. Have you seen her in the moonlight? Silver rings upon her hands. Now she wears a crown of sorrow, and her name is Julieanne. The cabin door was standing open on that wild and windy night, and the hound dog he lay a-dying in the gloomy candlelight. They found a shattered empty rifle and the shawl she used to wear, but they never found his Julie, and they never found the hungry bear. Have you seen her in the moonlight? Silver rings upon her hands. Now she wears a crown of sorrow, so mean to ever have invented the sausage meat machine. Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen, 'cause they've been ground to sausage meat in Dunderbeck's machine. There was a man from Briarcliff, his name was Dunderbeck. He sold a lot of sausages and sauerkraut by heck. He made the greatest sausages that were ever seen, until one day he invented the sausage meat machine. Oh, Dunderbeck, how could you be so mean to ever have invented the sausage meat machine? Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen, 'cause they've been ground to sausage meat in Dunderbeck's machine. One day a little fat boy came walking in the store. He bought a pound of sausages and laid them on the floor. Then he began to whistle, he whistled up a tune, and all the little sausages went dancing round the room. Oh, Dunderbeck, how could you be so mean to ever have invented the sausage meat machine? Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen, 'cause they've been ground to sausage meat in Dunderbeck's machine. One day the machine got busted, the darn thing wouldn't work. So Dunderbeck, he crawled inside to see what made it jerk. His wife, she had a nightmare and she walked in her sleep. She gave the crank a wickety-wank and Dunderbeck was meat. Oh, Dunderbeck, how could you be so mean to ever have invented the sausage meat machine? Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen, 'cause they've been ground to sausage meat in Dunderbeck's machine. So if you have some cats and dogs, you better keep them locked, 'cause if you don't, I'm warning you, you're in for a big shock. If ever you eat some sausage meat from Dunderbeck's right now, you'll hear the little sausages meow and bow wow. Oh, Dunderbeck, how could you be so mean to ever have invented the sausage meat machine? Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen, 'cause they've been ground to sausage meat in Dunderbeck's machine.